Nelly Largo as our temporary presiding officer.
Your Honors, the Honorable Board Member Nelly P. Largo is nominated as the temporary presiding officer in today's session.
Pagkatiyawag lang sa Benlog, wala pa.
So good afternoon, everybody. The 57th regular session is now called to order. Please rise for the pambansang awit. Please remain standing for an opening prayer to be led by Honorable Simando.
Sangguniang Panlalawigan prayer. Dear Lord, as we deliberate into this session, give us the wisdom to overcome passion. Give us that understanding heart to do away with prejudice. Give us the foresight to know what the future may devise. Give us the courage and strength to seek the truth in what is good. Give us the facility of language that we may be understood. And finally, our Lord, make us worthy public servants of this province. We deeply love and highly honor the province of Camarines, the premier province of the Bicol region. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Spirit.
Roll call. May I request our Assistant Provincial Secretary to please do the roll call.
Roll call. Honorable Vice Governor Fortunato C. Piña. Honorable Board Member Romulo O. Hernandez. Honorable Board Member Russell M. Bañez. Honorable Board Member Wilfredo Rex C. Oliva. Honorable Board Member Fabio F. Picoracion. Honorable Board Member Emmanuel H. Noble. Honorable Board Member Alexander James B. Hausian. Honorable Board Member Nelson B. Holia. Honorable Board Member Amador L. Simando. Honorable Board Member Helmar S. Pacamara. Honorable Board Member Salvador A. Signar Jr. Honorable Board Member George R. Bengua. Honorable Board Member Nelly P. Largo.
Present.
Your Honor, I hereby certify the existence of a quorum.
There having a quorum, let us proceed to the next item, the approval of the journals.
Approval of the journal dated July 26, 2017, the 51st regular session.
May I recognize our Majority Floor Leader, the Honorable Rex Oliva.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move for the approval of our journals dated July 26, 2017, our 51st regular session.
Is there any second? It has been moved and duly seconded by the Honorable Simando that the journal dated July 26, 2017, 51st regular session is hereby approved. Next.
Approval of the agenda, Your Honor.
I move for the approval of the agenda.
Is there any inclusions coming from the honorable body? Yes, Honorable Pacamara.
Thank you, Madam. Good afternoon. I have 3 items for inclusion under business for the day. One is a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Miguel Luis R. Villafuerte to enter into and sign a memorandum of agreement for and in behalf of the provincial government of Camarines Sur with the Department of Information and Communications Technology relative to the provision of the electronic business permits and licensing system software. Under business for the day, Mr. Chairman, Madam
Proceed.
Chairwoman. Another
Proceed.
one. Okay. Resolution authorizing Honorable Governor Miguel Luis R. Villafuerte to negotiate and enter into a memorandum of agreement for and in behalf of the provincial government of Camarines Sur with Expedia to facilitate the online booking of the provincial government's hotel facilities through the Expedia system under business for the day. And a resolution authorizing Honorable Governor Miguel Luis R. Villafuerte to negotiate and enter into a memorandum agreement for in behalf of the provincial government of Camarines Sur with Uniglobe Travelway Corporation relative to the holding of the outdoor challenge race at Camarines Sur Water Sports Complex. Under business for the day, Madam Chairwoman.
Okay, so is there any seconded the motion for the inclusion of the Honorable Pacamara? Honorable Simando and Honorable Noble seconded the motion.
Thank you.
Next, another inclusion from the honorable body.
I thought already taken.
Oh.
Then.
Madam Chair, after accommodating the 3 items requested by the Honorable Pacamara to be included in our agenda, I now move for the approval of our agenda as amended.
Is there any seconded? It has been moved and duly seconded that the agenda for today's regular session as amended is hereby approved. Next.
Appearance of guest. Number 1, Mr. Alfred J. Non, Officer in Charge, Energy Regulatory Commission, San Miguel Avenue, Pasig City. The purpose is to enlighten the august body relative to the application of electric cooperatives and the province, their confirmation and approval, calculations of over and under recoveries, and the implementation of automatic cost adjustment and true-up mechanisms, and to discuss to the honorable members the powers, duties, and functions of the Energy Regulatory Commission. This is per request of Honorable Board Member Honorable Emmanuel H. Noble and Honorable Oliva, Your Honor.
Was there a communication sent to the OIC of the Energy Regulatory Commission, Mr. Alfred J. Nun?
Yes, Your Honor. It was sent to Commissioner Alfred Non last August 25 through LBC, and it was received on August 29, 2017. Rather, it's August 30, 2017. And before lunch, Your Honor, the Secretary of the Commissioner called up in the name of Ms. Bing Maysar that the communication was received only last September 14 by the concerned person, although the records officer received it on August 30. So the good commissioner cannot attend the session, Your Honor.
When was it received?
It was received through the records of the LBC. It was received and delivered last August 30. And she confirmed it that it was really ended on June 30 in the afternoon, that it was received by the receiving officer. But it was only on September 4 that it was forwarded to the concerned commissioner, Your Honor. So there is no time raw na maka-attend sila. They beg an apology, Your Honor.
So may we know the pleasure of the Honorable Noble, the one who requested for the presence of the commissioner from ERC?
So Honorable Noble
Yes, thank
is
you.
recognized.
So if the appearance for the not attend the guest representing by the Energy Regulatory Commission, so may I request again, Mr. Chairman, Madam Chairman, to reschedule after I think for the last session for the month of September. A very important question, Mr. Chairman, addressed to Energy Regulatory Commission.
Yes. So as to the request of the Honorable Manny Noble to
Please,
invite
calendar
again
for-
Mr. Alfred J. Non during our next regular session. Last regular
Session
session
for the month
but
of
for the
September.
month of September.
May we know, Madam Chair, if there is any information from our acting provincial secretary, if this Mr. Alfred J. Non is the same person who is in hot seat today, as there are complaints against is he the chairperson of the ERC? Because as we all know, and it was the news yesterday, that the chairperson of the ERC is being complained of by the other board members. Is he the same person?
I think, Your Honor, but according from additional information from the Secretary, the good commissioner cannot attend. Hindi talaga naka-attend because maraming ginagawa raw. So I cannot ascertain whether this is really the person that you are talking of, Your Honor.
So per request of the Honorable Noble, let a request or an invitation be sent again to Mr. Alfred J. Non and make it earlier so that he will have ample time to consider his appearance here.
Yes, Your Honor, we will send it tomorrow.
Thank you.
The second guest is the Mr. Wilfredo Boxet, Acting General Manager, Camarines Electric Cooperative 3, San Isidro, Iriga City, Camarines. The purpose, to enlighten the august body relative to the request for a certification of posting pending clarification of some issues and concerns relative to the application for approval of over and under recoveries based on the formula on the various automatic cost adjustment and throw-up mechanism and corresponding confirmation process. There is, Your Honor, here is Mr. Boxit, Your Honor, Mr. Wilfred Boxit.
Is the acting chairman of the board, Ms. Alsisto, also invited to appear before us this afternoon?
Yes, Your Honor, it was included in the invitation, and actually, even it is not here in the agenda, but it was included in the invitation, and the secretary of Mr. Boksit informed us that Ms. Ana Selvia Asistio cannot attend in today's session because he has also a board meeting in Casuarico 1 at this time, Your Honor.
Board meeting in Casuarico 1.
Yeah, Your Honor.
She is also the general manager,
General Manager
of
of
Casuarico
Casuarico
1.
Okay.
Okay.
And the third guest is Attorney Borinica T. Briones, General with Manager, Camarines or Electric Cooperative for Taluhugan, Tigaon, Camarines with the same purpose, Your Honor. But when we follow it up in her telephone numbers appearing in the website, it just keep on ringing and nobody picks it. And the other number, wala pa raw sa not yet recognized, not yet. Yeah, Your Honor.
Was there any communication conveyed to your office as to the invitation to Attorney Veronica Briones?
Yes, Your Honor. We sent a communication to...
No, I mean any reply from the office of the General Manager of Casuarico 4.
There's none, Your Honor.
But I believe we have representatives
Ay,
of
meron. Meron pala, I'm
Attorney
sorry.
Briones.
I was
So-
not informed. So, there is already...
Okay. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Noble? Are we accommodating the representatives of Attorney Briones?
Yes, we will consider for that purpose, Madam Chairman. So we can also ask a question direct, if also a very important question pertaining to the under-recovery. It is also much better if itong representative makapagbigay ng sagot. Anyway, we'll try, no, for that purpose. If okay for that, the representative can also be considered.
And AGM of Casuarico 3 has also companions, Madam Chair. So we might as well consider their appearance and request them to sit with Wilfredo Boksit. So, Madam Chair, with the appearance of some of our guests, I now move for the suspension of our House rules to accommodate them and for them to discuss before the August body the very purpose of their invitation.
Okay, so rules is suspended. So may I now request our guests to please use the right side of the platform.
I thank you, Madam Chairman, Madam.
Yes,
Presiding
Honorable
Officer.
Noble.
So good afternoon. It is with a great pleasure that we are here today to learn some key control issues pertaining to the present status, operation, and management of Casuarico 3 as well as Casuarico 4, and the system of supervision being implemented by Energy Regulatory Commission over the RN Cooperative. So with the presence of the personnel about Casuarico 3 and wala lang kasi ang Energy Regulatory Commission, we expect a more valuable sharing, exploration, discussion, various issues related to the good governance of the cooperative and commission. For this, we are extremely pleased to have you on the session in our valuable source information that will shed light on whatever queries will be propounded, being as chairman of the Committee on Energy and Electrification together with Honorable Rex Oliva and the rest of the August body. We welcome you all. Good afternoon. So before we proceed, please please introduce yourself from Casuarico 3.
Good afternoon to all the honorable board member of Camarines Sur. Ako nga pala si Engineer Wilfredo Obuxit, the newly installed Acting General Manager of Casoreco 3.
So you are part of a NEA team?
Yes po.
Okay. So the rest, ma'am, you are part of Casoreco 3? You are Mrs.?
Mrs. Orsini, Jocelyn Orsini, the Finance Manager of Casoreco 3.
Then
Good
the other
afternoon.
one?
I am Miss Lisbeth B. Filin.
Okay.
I'm currently the Finance Manager of Camarines Sur 4 Electrical Operative.
So before we proceed to the question, queries, so meron kayong PowerPoint presentation para at least makita natin, no? Before we proceed to that.
Yes,
We will give some information, no? Kasi importante, ito kasing question na ibibigay namin ni BMA Oliva, itong mabigyan kami ng tamang information pertaining to over and under recoveries. Yun lang naman. Kasi pag nagre-request kayo regarding the posting, nahirapan ako mag-explain dyan. Basta mayroon kayong schedule hearing sa ARC, but siguro mas maganda para alam natin itong purpose, no? So, maipalawanag ninyo itong purpose, itong over and under recoveries, kung saan ba ito napupunta, pertaining to the consumer or sa cooperative. So, we'll proceed first siguro sa Casoreco 3, no? We'll give time to Casoreco 3, then after that, the Casoreco 4. Meron kang PowerPoint present, meron kang prepare na, okay.
My Finance Manager will present the PowerPoint presentation.
Good afternoon. Casoreco 3 filed the over and under recovery per ERC case number 2017-066-CF. In the matter of application for confirmation and approval of calculation of over and or under recoveries and the implementation of automatic cost adjustments and true-up mechanisms covering the period from 2011 to 2013, pursuant to ERC Resolution Number 16, Series of 2009, as amended by Resolution Number 21, Series of 2010, and ERC Resolution Number 23, Series of 2010. Casareco 3 is the applicant. Our over and under recoveries from 2011 to 2013, these resolutions require the distribution utilities, including the electric cooperative, which is the Casareco 3, one of them, to file their respected consolidated applications once every 3 years. So ito po, 2011 to 2013. For the approval of the over or under recoveries on the implementation of various automatic cost adjustments and through-up mechanisms such as automatic generation rates, adjustment mechanism, transmission rate adjustment mechanism, systems loss rate adjustment mechanism, lifeline rate adjustment mechanism, and the senior citizen rate adjustment. So Casareco 3 applied the formulas provided under the Resolution 16, Series of 2009, as amended by Resolution 21, Series of 2010, and Resolution number 23, Series of 2010. Applicant made calculations of the over-recoveries charged or under-recoveries incurred as against its customers in the implementation of certain automatic cost adjustment and through-up mechanism covering the period January 2011 to December 2013. And then, so nag-file po kami dahil ito po ay inobliga yung all electric cooperatives to file that over and under recovery. Because kung hindi po kami magpa-file, may penalty pong i-issue sa amin. So sumunod po kaming mag-file nito. And the computations applying the prescribed formula showed the following results. So ito po yung generation rate na ibinibil po baga coming from the generation company. So, ang simulation po dito, itong sinasabing allowable cost, ito po yung formula coming from the ERC, which is ipinasok po namin yung lahat ng data galing sa generation company. Monthly po ito. And the actual revenue ng Casareco 3. And ito na po, yung over under recovery. So, sa generation rate, in-apply po or ipinasok po namin yung aming data, nagkaroon po ng allowable cost of 935 million, 0.7. And then yung actual revenue po for that 3 years, nasa 929.4 million. So mayroon pong sinasabi dito na recovery yung Casareco 3. So, doon po kasi sa allowable, doon sa pinasok namin na mga data, nagkulang po kami sa actual revenue. So, mayroon po kami i-collect na 6.3 million. And then pagdating naman po sa transmission rate, mayroon po, ito po baga yung sa yung transmission galing sa generation to the Casareco 3. Ito po yung NGCP natin ngayon. So, nasa 230.5 million. And then the actual revenue po nasa 226 million. And mayroon pong i-recover na 4.4 million. And then sa systems loss rate, ito po yung sa systems loss na nawawala po sa ating electric cooperative. Nasa 197.4 million and the actual revenue po is nasa 183 million. Mayroon pong recovery na 14.3 million. Dito po sa baba, yung sinasabi pong discount or subsidy to the lifeliners, mayroon po tayong sinasabing customers na lifeliners. Ito po yung consumption na from 0 to 100 kilowatt hour. So ito po, ang result po nito is nasa 15.2 million and yung actual revenue po is 18.1 million. So mayroon po kaming under recovery or nasubrahan po namin ng 2.8 million. Dito naman po sa senior citizen discount and subsidy na yung qualified member consumers na nag-apply po sa electric cooperative, mayroon po tayo yung allowable cost na 195,190.97 and yung actual pong revenue 310,113.61. So mayroon po kaming ibabalik na 114,922.65. So ito po yung net results noong 5 na yon na nagkaroon po ng dito po sa allowable cost 1,379,133,173.64 and the actual revenue is 1,356,969,004.12. So mayroon po kaming kukolektahin or collect na 22,164,169.52. So yun po ang total for 3 years na iko-kolekta po sa mga member consumers of Casoreco 3. So dito po nakikita natin na dito sa template ng ERC 1.3 million. Pero yung actual na revenue namin for that years 1.3. So ito po nakikita po natin. Next po, sir. And ito pong computation, ipinakita din po namin para hindi po sabihin lang pong ginawa lang namin na wala kaming basihan. So inisa-isa po namin yun for bawat taon dito sa generation rate. Dito po sa 2011, January to December, nagkaroon po tayo ng allowable generation cost na 283. Parang breakdown po ito for 3 years per year. So ito po, sa actual generation, nasa 282 million and ito po, nag-under recovery po kami ng 339,000. 2012 po, ganon din po, may 6,841 po kaming recovery. And 2013 po, may ibabalik po kaming 809,567.96. So the total amount po for the generation rate from 2011 to 2013 nasa 6,372,332.98. Next po. So ito po yung rason para sa over and under recoveries sa generation rate. Any increase or decrease in kilowatt-hour sales in a given billing period affects the results of the recovery cost. Naming difference, actual implemented rates are derived from the previous month generation cost of the power suppliers. 1 month lag po ito dahil ang binabasihan po ng electric cooperative, let's say, August power rate ngayon, yung July na generation power rate, yun po ang binabasihan namin para po makalculate namin or mag-come up po ng generation rate. So, while the computation of the over and under recoveries is based on the current month, so dito po nakita natin doon sa sinundan na pig-simulate po yung data for the current month, current to current month computation. So yun po ang nakita natin na difference. Hence, the 1 month lag is material contributory factor to rate difference. So yun po nakita kung magkano po yung diferensya na ang result po nito or over or under recovery po sa generation rate. Next po, sir. Ito po, computation of over and under recoveries for transmission rate. Sa transmission rate naman po tayo. January 2011, mayroon po tayong sinasabing under recovery of 2.3 million. 2012 po, may ibabalik po kami na 930,674.72, and for the year 2013, mayroon pong 3,109,983.38. So, the total pong i-recover po namin under recovery, nasa 4,483,251.09, doon po ito sa transmission rate. So ito po, rason din po nito, the same with the generation rate, na ang ginagamit po namin sa simulation to arrive for the power rate for the month, yung previous month data. So dito po ipinasok yung current na data. So yun po, mayroon po tayong collect po or na 4.4 million. Next po. Ito po, computation of over recoveries for systems loss rate. For the year 2011, mayroon pong under recovery na 4,300,377.70. For the year 2012, nasa 3,515,799.14, and 2013 po, nasa 6,537,987.02, with the total amount po na 14,354,163.86. Ito po yung sa systems loss. So, ang rason po nito is due to the use of the previous month's reference instead of a smoothed 12 calendar month average systems loss. So, the same pa rin po na previous month's data po yung ginagamit. Next po is the computation of over and under recoveries for lifeline rate. Dito po sa lifeline rate, mayroon po tayong ibabalik for the year 2011 na 1,057,483.93. For the year 2012, may ibabalik rin pong 1,715,982.38. And for the year 2013, nasa 157,189.47. So the total amount po ay nasa 2,930,655.78. Doon po yan sa lifeline rate. So ang rason po nito, the amount subsidized by the non-lifeline customers may be lower or higher than the discount granted to lifeline customers. This is due to the kilowatt-hour sales and the consumption of lifeliners that vary every month. So nag-iiba-iba po ito. In the computation of the implemented rate, what is being used is the previous month's kilowatt-hour sales. So parehas din po na previous months ang ginagamit namin as the basis for the computation. So parehas din po dito sa computation ng senior citizens rate. 2011, mayroon po kaming i-refund na 30,635.81, and 2012, mayroon pong i-refund na 80,605.85, and 2013, may i-refund po kaming 3,680.99. So the total amount po is 114,922.65. So ang rason po ng sa senior citizen rate, due to the variance between the actual senior citizen subsidy collected and the senior citizen discount that should have been provided. So mayroon po dito sa actual senior citizen subsidy collected is more than the senior citizen discount. So nagkakaroon po yan ng talagang adjustment. So ito po yung next, proposed scheme of recovery. Ito ay dapat po ma-refund or ma-recover namin for 3 years. So mayroon pong ginawang simulation doon sa total amount na mayroon po tayong 22,164,169.52. So dito po, mayroon pong sinasabing projected annual sales, kilowatt-hour sales for the 3 years. So 2018, mayroon po tayong 90,974,322 kilowatt-hour. 2019, 95,523,038 kilowatt-hour. And 2020, 100,299,190. So dito po ay yung consumption, yung projected sales ay mayroon pong certain percentage na pagtaas po nito. And ito po ay for 3 years. Mayroon po tayong total na 286,796,551. So ito pong amount na ito, i-divide po ito ng sa 22,164,169.52 and nag-come up pong ang rate impact, mayroon po tayong 0.0773 per kilowatt-hour na i-collect po. So ito po ay pinag-simulate po for 3 years, hinati-hati po ito, and for 2018, mayroon po tayong i-recover na 7,030,664.40 and 2019, 7,382,197.62 and for 2020, 7,751,307.50. So, ito po yung equivalent amount na i-recover. So, i-divide pa din po ito ng for 12 months. So, mayroon po tayo dyan na monthly po. Ang i-recover ng Casoreco 3 is 585,000 a month po. So, yun po ang presentation ng Casoreco 3 simulation for the over and under recovery for the year 2011 to 2013. So, may template po yung ERC and sumunod po kami sa directives ng ERC to avoid the penalties na nag-start po yun ng 50,000 hanggang umabot po ng millions. So, thank you very much po.
Madam Chair, after conferring with the Honorable Noble, the one who requested for the appearance of our distinguished guest, we agreed that we will pose questions after the presentation of each electric cooperative. So while Casoreco 3 have already presented, then we will be asking questions to them. And after Casoreco 3, ma-present naman ang Casoreco 4 for other members of this august body to ask questions or some clarifications.
So, is there any queries coming from the honorable body?
Many, Madam Chair, and
Yes.
the Honorable Noble has requested me to first ask questions.
You may now proceed, Honorable Rex Oliva.
So, to Casoreco 3, may we know to our acting general manager, when did you assume office po?
Sir, I assume as AGM last August 23 po, 2017.
So, after more than 6 months or 7 months as acting general manager of your predecessor, Mr. Cesar Faildon. Can you tell us, please, what was the reason why Cesar Faildon have left and ikaw po ang pumalit?
Sir, siguro hindi ko masasagot yun po because we are just like a soldier. Kung ano yung iutos ng mga officers namin ay sumusunod kami po.
So you are not privy to any information relative to, hindi naman po natin pwedeng sabihin na na-oust o di kaya napaalis, kundi it is NEA prerogative to kung sino po ang itatalaga or ididestino.
Yes, sir.
So before, yes po.
Supposed to be, sir, what I know is my assignment is in Visayas po. And I don't know what happened because when the order come out, sa Bicol pa rin po ako.
Yeah, actually that is supposed to be my next questions on prior to your designation as acting general manager and Casureco 3, ano po yung saang mga electric cooperatives kayo na destino kung meron man?
Lastly po, I've been assigned at Camarines Norte Electric Cooperative. I've been there almost 3 years po. And I'm also assigned at Albay Electric Cooperatives. And I'm also assigned at Nueva Ecija 1 Electric Cooperatives.
So bago po pala sa Canoreco, kailan po kayo na-assign sa Albay?
I think year 2011 to 2013 po.
Before the privatization of Aleco.
Yes po.
So you were the last general manager of Aleco before it was privatized. Ngayon, APEC na bagayan po?
That was the team of Attorney Vicky Briones.
Yung last na nag-assume po?
Yes.
May parang ganito din, may team, at hindi kayo yung pinakahuli?
Hindi po, I'm only part of the team.
Okay. So good luck, sir, sa Casureco 3. So, may we know, after presenting to us the computation of Casureco 3, is it now pending sa ERC who will decide if tama po yung computation ninyo?
Opo. Kasi ito yung computation ng Casureco 3.
Yes po.
It's up the ERC po kasi mayroon silang computation, simulation din po. Kung ano po yung final na sa ERC na computation, kung ibabalik sa consumers or i-refine, sila po yung makakapagsabi through an ERC order mandating Casureco 3 to refund or to recover.
So it is it to my understanding that pending before now sa ERC ang application ng Casureco 3?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Kailan po kayo nag-file?
We filed last March 31 doon po sa deadline ng ERC. So, nakahabol yung Casureco 3 for the deadline.
It was filed March 31.
Yes po, Your Honor.
So it was filed even before the holding of the annual General Membership Assembly of Casureco 3,
So po.
which happened last June 10,
Yes po.
2017. So may we know, why was there no any information to the members, consumers, that Casureco 3 has pending application for over and under recovery on that very General Assembly?
During the annual general membership meeting po last June, hindi po yun na bigyan, hindi po yun na-include doon sa agenda na i-discuss po doon. So ang inano po doon is the CAPEX and the operation for the previous years ng Casoreco 3. So hindi po yun talaga naisama.
Hindi na isama
Opo.
or hindi isinama?
Hindi, talagang hindi po naisama kasi bago din po bagay yung mga acting GM namin. So talagang shorten po yung preparation of the AGMA dahil dapat daw po makomplied namin yung requirements ng NEA na magkaroon po kami ng AGMA noong June 10. So, hindi po talaga.
So may we know our acting general manager, Sir Wilfredo. We are namesake. My first name is Wilfredo also. So may we know, Mr. Buksit, if mahalaga po ba talaga ang application nyo ng over or under recovery na lumalabas ngayon dito na mayroong 22 million na dapat i-recover ang Casoreco 3 from the members' consumers? Mahalaga po ba talaga ito?
Yes, sir.
If this is indeed very important, why was this not discussed during the annual General Membership Assembly of Casoreco 3? Dahil nandoon yung members consumers. Kung mahalaga ito.
Sir, for me, talagang mahalaga dahil this recover from the member consumers, considering that Casoreco 3 is ailing cooperatives na, kumbaga ay lugi, so talagang mahalaga ito po.
And failure on the part of the management and board of directors of Casoreco 3 to bring this matter before the General Assembly, ano pong iisipin ng members consumers? May hidden agenda ba dito at hindi ninyo binuksan ang tema na ito na may pending application pala ang Casoreco 3 para doon sa under and over recovery na ang computation nyo even before March may 22 million kayong dapat i-recover. Is there any hidden agenda sa application nyo po?
Sir, actually, wala naman po hidden agenda doon. Siguro, yung management before, baka nakaligtaan lang po.
You just manifested, sir, that this is very important. To forget a matter like this, anong iisipin ng members consumers? Because that is the very appropriate time where management of Casoreco 3 can inform the members consumers. And on the order po of ERC, there are certain things that Casoreco 3 should undertake. And one of them is under number 3, if you can follow, and if you have this is the one you have submitted to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. You furnish the Sangguniang Panlalawigan with a copy of your application. This is page 5. Page 5. Sa baba pa po. Accordingly, Casoreco 3 is hereby directed to 1, 2, 3. Pakitaas pa po. Okay, number 3. Inform of the filing of the application, its reasons therefore, and of the scheduled hearing thereon, the consumers within the affected franchise area by any other means available and appropriate. What may be your explanation to this by not telling the member consumers during the AGMA when it was the very appropriate time to inform members consumers?
Ah, ah, ito po, number 3, ito po ay in-inform and mayroon pong nangyaring hearing din po dito sa application na ito po.
Hearing was attended by whom po? Sinong nag-attend?
Ito po ay yung ibang sa area po ay in-invite po yung excuse me po. In-invite po yung Casoreco 3 and before po nagkaroon po kami ng paliwanag sa mga Sangguniang members and mayroon po kaming mga postings sa mga area offices po namin and sa munisipyo. And then po, through radio po, may information din po kaming mayroon pong ipinail yung Casoreco 3 for this over and under recoveries. And may mga requirements pong isinabmit kami sa ERC, a certification din po na galing sa mga radio stations na ganun pong may mangyayaring hearing.
Okay, with your manifestation, Madam, can you provide please the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of any and all documents showing to the effect that indeed members consumers of Casoreco 3 were informed on your application for over and under recovery to the ERC? Please furnish the Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
Yes po.
Doon po sa pinag-present nyo, lumalabas doon na may i-recover kayo sa members, consumers ng 22 million after adding yung transmission, generation, and lifeline. Can you explain to us more about anyway lifeline, ibabalik nyo ito?
Opo.
Ibabalik sa members, consumers.
Member consumer, opo.
So, yung i-recover nyo after deducting lifeline and your subsidy sa senior citizens amounts to more than 22 million.
Yes po.
Tama po.
Yes po.
So, ako po member consumer and my consumption sa Casoreco 3 yung actual consumption ko. Di po ba?
Yes po.
Ibig sabihin, monthly, I am being billed by Casoreco 3 kung ano yung actual consumption ko.
Yes po.
Tama po?
Yes po.
So, ngayon, ipinapakita nyo sa amin na may sisingilin pa pala sa akin ng Casoreco 3. And sa mga dahilan na, pwede nga pong paki-explica uli, bakit may i-recover kayo sa Casoreco 3. When I consumer po ako, yung lahat ng actual consumption ko, binayaran ko na after every billing, after every month. At kung hindi, may implementan ako ng 1 bill putol. Di po ba?
Yes po.
So, presenting to us na may babayaran pa pala ako, I am part of the members, consumers of Casoreco 3 and I am part of magbabayad pa. Don't you think justified ang action ninyo po?
Sa ngayon po, doon sa 2011 to 2013, based po doon sa binibill or sa power rate ng Casoreco 3, mayroon po doon sa simulation na kulang po yung ibinil sa consumers. So, nagkaroon po ng simulation na through the ERC template, paraan niya walang duda yung mga consumers kung bakit ganito ang rate. So, ang reference po namin is the previous month consumption. Ang ERC po gumawa ng template paraan niya mag-akma doon sa dapat i-bill sa consumers. So, gumawa po sila ng template na kung ano po yung current na consumption or current bill from the power generation, ito din po ang ginamit doon sa buwan na yun. So doon po, kung ano yung result dito sa actual na ang Casoreco 3 na ginamit yung previous, and then dito sa simulation na current ang ginamit. So yun po ang result. Na kulang pala, doon po nakita, or ang result po ay kulang pala ang ichina-charge sa generation rate ng Casoreco 3 sa mga member consumers. So kung ano man po yung result doon sa ERC, base sa simulation po nila, kung ilang centavos po na i-recover or i-collect ng Casoreco 3, iyon po ay dadagdag sa sisingilin po ng Casoreco 3. So let's say po may 10 kilowatt-hour na consumption multiplied by 0.0773, magkakaroon po ng dagdag na 0.77 centavos po ang consumer.
So where lies the error or fault? Sino bang nagkamali po dito? When kami po faithful, di kaya sumusunod kami sa anumang isinasabi ng Casoreco 3. We pay kung ano ang ibinibil sa amin. Ngayon, andito kayo, sasabihan kami na mali yung computation namin. Kanino po bang fault yun? And hindi pa po, dahil nakasubmit pa ito sa ERC, pero this is your computation. Kaya nga po, medyo yan lang po ang medyo malungkot. Dahil pwede nating sabihin na this is sort of mismanagement. And ang application nyo to be still to be scrutinized and evaluated by the ERC. Magkano po ang maidadagdag? 0.77 centavos per kilowatt hour.
Ano po? 0.0773 per kilowatt hour.
And that will be added to the increase in kilowatt hour which was approved during the AGMA. Can you refresh us please? Ano po bang mga resolution ang na-approve during the Annual General Membership Assembly ng Casoreco 3?
First po yung resolution for the CAPEX po. Yun ang na-approvean.
And how much will be the increase?
The increase po for the emergency CAPEX of Casoreco 3 for that 10 MVA substation para po ma-reduce ang systems loss. Nasa 0.08 centavos po yun.
0.08.
Opo.
And what was the second resolution approved during the AGMA?
The second... mayroon pa po yan. Na-amnesia na po ako.
Ang second po na pina-approve during the AGMA is the donation of
kilowatt-hour meter.
The meter reader, anong tawag po niyan?
Meter deposit po.
Meter deposit sa Casoreco 3.
Okay po. Salamat
And
po.
Baka po magkaroon tayo ng legal issue niyan. Because when I applied para makabitan ako ng services ng Casoreco 3, nag-deposit ako ng 700. And that, my application, and ang pagdeposito ko ng 700 is a personal contract between me and Casoreco 3. Here comes the General Assembly telling us ng lahat ng may deposit na 700 pesos will be donated to Casoreco 3. Paano po mapapasukan ng isang personal contract ng aksyon ng General Assembly? Don't you think legal and binding ang ginawa ng Casoreco 3 na ipadonate ng mga members, consumers na may deposit na 700 sa Casoreco 3? When that contract was entered into by and between the member consumer and Casoreco 3, walang General Assembly namamagitan doon. Now comes General Assembly, magkakaroon ng resolution na pinapadonate ang 700 pesos. So, ang tanong ko po, legal and binding ba ang resolution na yon ng Casoreco 3?
As of now po, hindi po ako ako po as the finance manager, kasi mayroon po sa akin nakakataas. So, hindi po ako makakasagot ngayon kasi as to the approval po, it was approved by the general membership ng Casoreco noong June 10. So, in behalf po ng Board of Directors and kay Sir, hindi po ako makakasagot.
May we solicit your opinion, sir, Mr. Boksit? About the two issues na nagpa-increase po ng kilowatt-hour rate na 0.08 and the second is yung pagpa-donate ng deposit ng members consumers na 700 is that 1.6? But this the total amount is more than 7 million.
Okay sir, yung number 1 po, yung additional na 0.08 centavos per kilowatt hour, yan po naman ay legal po yon. Once na nag-apply ka ng CAPEX, kailangan i-recover mo rin sa member consumers yun po. So, doon naman sa meter deposit na tinatawag po, actually, mayroong motion for reconsideration ang Association ng mga Electric Cooperatives sa ERC na yung refund for the meter deposit hindi na ibabalik ng mga electric cooperatives for the reason na yung mga metro noon po, halimbawa, nung kayo po, anong year pa na nag-apply kayo po ng metro?
Matagal na po, sir.
So, hindi ba nagkaroon tayo ng mga typhoon, bagyo? So, pinalitan ngayon yung mga metro po. So, nagbayad ba kayo ulit po noon?
Hindi pa po ako nagpapalit ng meter ng metro.
Kasi ang nangyari po, halos lahat naman ng metro na i-install nung inumpisahan ng electric cooperatives, sa ngayon ay palagay ko wala na yung mga yun po, napalitan na po ng bago, na ang gumastos na po ay electric cooperatives na po.
Yeah.
So yung sinasabi na meter deposit, kumbaga ay wala na po yon kasi ang gumastos na ng pagpalit ng metro po ay electric cooperatives na po. So yun yung nakasalang sa ERC na motion for reconsideration po. Kung makukonsider yon, hindi na namin i-refund yung meter deposit po.
Kung halimbawa po hindi ma-reconsider ang petition ng electric cooperatives, obligado po kayo na ibalik yun.
Base sa order ng ERC po, ibabalik.
So may we know again kung ano po ang basehan ng ERC? Hindi ba may order po yan, ERC order, na pinapabalik ang lahat ng meter deposit sa members consumers na nagdeposito, of course. What order is that? Yung ipinalabas po ng ERC? Resolution po ba yun? Again, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan would like to request yung copy ng ERC resolution directing all electric cooperatives to return the meter deposit to the concerned member consumers. And ano po ba yung pangatlo na resolution na ipinasa during the General Assembly? I believe that is opposing the entry or the granting of franchise of Bicol Light. Hindi po ba? Yun ang ipinasa, pangtulong ipinasa doon sa General Assembly. Okay. So may we know, ano po ba ang basihan ng pagkontra ng Casoreco 3 para hindi mabigyan ng franchise ang Bicol Light? Is that still the concern of Casoreco 3?
Hindi na ata nabigyan ng pansin, sir. As to the Casoreco 3 po, doon sa franchise for the Bicol Light. Yung base po doon sa ano ng AGMA is yung Casoreco 3 po ay nag-object po dahil as of now po Casoreco 3 mayroon pa pong almost 12 years na franchise, remaining 12 years na naka-franchise po sa National Electrification Administration. So, yung mga, during that time, may inano po yung Casoreco 3, why na magkakaroon ng Bicol Light na mayroon pa naman po kaming 12 years. So, yun po ang i-discuss po doon, opposing the franchise, filing of franchise of the Bicol Light. So yun lang pong ang naintindihan.
So it was not explained, Madam, during the AGMA.
Hindi na po na.
Only the title was read and it was approved without explaining the details and any further kung ano ang dahilan ng pagkontra.
Hindi na.
And by this, with you, sir, being the acting general manager, first, for on behalf of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, this representation will be requesting the 3 resolutions na ipinasa during the AGMA in aid of legislation. Una, yung pag-increase ng 0.08 kilowatt-hour. Pangalawa, yung pagpapadonate sa Casoreco 3 ng members consumers who have meter deposit. And pangatlo, ang pagkontra po ng Casoreco 3 sa pagpasok ng Bicol Light. Para kami naman makagawa kung ano ang mga karampatang aksyon relative to the resolutions passed by Casoreco 3. Kaya nga lang po, tinanong ko kanina, gaano ba kahalaga ang application nyo doon sa under and or over recovery? Sabi nyo talagang mahalaga. Now here you are, and gumamit pa kayo ng fund ng Casoreco 3. Ang sinasabi nyo, no to Bicol Light, no to privatization. You are misleading the thinking of the members consumers dahil ipinapartner nyo ang privatization sa pagpasok ng Bicol Light. And during yung anong okasyon po nyo noon, and kasama sa program nyo ang pagkontra sa pagpasok ng Bicol Light and ang privatization, ipinapartner nyo. So, Madam Chair, yun po ang 3 resolutions that the Sangguniang Panlalawigan will be requesting from Casoreco 3. So, one last issue, Mr. Chair, is sino po ba ang supplier ng electric sa Casoreco 3?
San Miguel po. SMEC.
The SMEC. Ang naalala ko po, and I've read the resolution of the Board of Directors of Casoreco 3, ang pagpasok sa kontrata sa SMEC. And nakalagay po doon na 5 years lang. From December 26, 2011 to December 25, 2016. 2017 po tayo ngayon. Ano po ba? Na-extend ang services ng SMEC sa Casoreco 3 and ano ang naging batayan ninyo?
As of now po, may extension pong nangyari and then mayroon pong nangyaring bidding. So sa ngayon po ay kasalukuyang may application po together with the San Miguel Energy Corporation sa ERC. So ongoing po yung mga requirements na isinasubmit po ng Casoreco 3 and the San Miguel Energy Corporation. So kung mayroon po yun na order, siguro po ipapadala po sa inyo for issuance of any other requirements, kung ganito na naman pong requirements na i-discuss po sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan. So ongoing po ngayon.
That is the pending application of SMEC.
Opo.
Pero po, ano ba ang naging batayan natin para ma-extend from December 25, 2016 na hanggang ngayon, SMEC ang nagpo-provide sa atin?
Gumawa po ng sulat ang Casoreco 3 na sa ERC for the extension po.
Sulat lang po.
With ano po ng abogado ng Casoreco 3.
So can we be furnished of the letter relative to that? Dahil ang sunod na tanong ko po, ano yung mga provision sa 5 years contract from 2011 to 2016? Wala po bang nabago doon when the services was extended?
Wala po.
Wala.
Wala po.
So, kung ganyan po, entitled ang Casoreco 3 and its consumers ng 3 discounts na nakapalaman doon sa contract ng Casoreco 3 and SMEC. And ano ang mga discount na yon? First is the prompt payment discount.
Yes.
Ang pangalawa, yung efficiency discount.
Collection efficiency discount.
Collection efficiency discount.
Yes po.
Okay, tanong po. Was these discounts being enjoyed by members consumers?
Hindi po, dahil doon po sa sinasabing 3% from payment discount, hindi po naka-avail yung Casoreco 3 dahil during that period po, laging may arrears po ang Casoreco 3. So, doon po sa contract, kung current po na magbayad ang Casoreco 3, makaka-avail po tayo ng 3%. And then doon naman po sa CED, sa collection efficiency discount, may certain percentage po na collection efficiency na dapat ma-met ng Casoreco 3. Hindi po yun naaabot. So, hindi po tayo nakapag-avail ng ganoong mga discounts.
Was there any instance, ma'am? Because during the AGMA, Mr. Faeldon, including the sitting board, si Madam Chairperson, Ms. Alcisto, claim na we are paying SMEC on time. And Ms. Alcisto, when asked, ako po ang nagtanong, if nakaka-avail tayo niyan. Ang sabi niya, nakaka-avail. It is recorded na nakaka-avail daw tayo. And with all due respect, sa imo po, Ms. Orsine, nagsabi si Ms. Alcisto na nakalagay daw yan sa bill na. And I am looking for that discount in my bills and wala po akong nakikita. So here you are telling us na hindi naman tayo nakaka-avail ng prompt payment discount and collection efficiency discount.
As of now po, pagpasok po nila last February, ang dami pong utang ng Casoreco 3 sa San Miguel Energy Corporation. Nasa 100 million plus po ito. So we work out po ng Board of Directors together with the management na makabayad po tayo. So lahat ng collection, ibinayad po. And last April, May na po tayong naka-avail nung from payment discount. So sa ngayon po, ongoing po na inaalam, request namin sa SMEC kung magkano talaga yung na-avail namin na 3% from payment discount. So this August, September, October po, yung 50% of that, the total amount. Sa ngayon po, wala pa po talaga.
Wala
sir,
pa po?
Wala pa po.
Ever since?
Opo, as of September na nag-bill po tayo. And ngayong October, kung ipadala na po ng SMEC, kung magkano talaga ang total amount na na-discount ng Casoreco 3, 50% of that po, ipapass on po sa member consumers. Makikita po yun sa power rate.
Anyway, I will, titingnan ko po uli yung mga
Yes
bill
po.
ko kung talagang meron yan doon. Dahil of the 3 discounts, ang sabi ni Miss Alcisto, yun lang load factor discount ang hindi na ibibigay ng Kasureco 3. Dahil 3 discount po yun base doon sa kontrata ng Kasureco 3 and SMEC. Yung prompt payment discount, collection efficiency discount, and yung load factor discount. Ang sabi niya, doon mismo sa AGMA, ha? Hindi lang na maibibigay ng Kasureco 3 ang load factor discount. So, now, Madam, I am being confused on kanino po ba ako maniniwala?
Dagdag ko po, Your Honor, yung sinasabi pong prompt payment discount, 50% of that, mayroon pong template yung ERC. Doon po yun namin ilinalagay kung magkano man po yung amount. So sa power rate po, hindi na po yun nakikita. And doon na lang po yun sa simulation na nababawas po sa kung magkano talaga ang rate. Halimbawa po, yung rate ngayon is 10 pesos. I-deduct po yung 50% discount na ina-avail po ng consumers. So mababawasan po. Doon na lang po yun sa power rate na babawas. And may computation naman po kami sa Kasureco 3 na ginagawa po. Na ipinapasok namin yung power bill for the month and may discount po.
But these important matters are not being discussed and relayed by Kasureco 3 to the members' consumers. And we are entitled to any important information sana na manggagaling sa management po, with all due respect. For the meantime, Madam Chair, I will be giving, I am giving way to my esteemed colleagues. Thank you po.
So thank you. Before I acknowledge the presence of Honorable Rex Oliva, again po, to remind our guests to please furnish us, as to the request of Honorable Rex Oliva, to please furnish us all the documents requested by Honorable Rex Oliva. Yes, Honorable Manny Noble,
Yes,
you are now
thank you very
recognized.
much, Madam Chair. So I agree with the observation of Honorable Oliva pertaining to that observation. Kasi nag-attend si BM Oliva during ACMA meeting, no? During June meeting, I think. Invited kaming 3, pero naka-attend lang si Vocal Oliva during the time. So before we proceed to that request, Madam Chairman, yung request ninyo for that purpose, refer to my committee on Energy and Electrification. For the meantime, we will consider all in abeyance, no? For the meantime, until further, all the requests of Honorable Oliva be submitted to the honorable body so that they can also study, no? For that purpose. So the request of Kasureco 3, for the meantime, be all in abeyance pertaining to the posting of information pertaining to the Energy Regulatory Board. Ano? So siguro mas maganda kung maibigay natin next week. Ano, pwede ba, Madam? Yung lahat ng request ni BM Oliva para at least alam namin yung setup para malaman namin sa committee, no? Kasi nagmi-meet naman kami. Wala naman kaming in-hold na mga request sa inyo sa mga Kasureco, sa mga cooperative, unless otherwise mayroon mga request ang committee regarding that. Importante kasi dito yung consumer, at least sa radio baga, sa mga media, iba naman yung sinasabi sa media kasi sila nagbe-base doon sa mga consumer. So pwede rin natin sabihin na nagiging fair din yung media pagdating dyan sa mga request. So kaya mas maganda para at least ma-resolve natin yung issue, yung lahat ng request pertaining to that document ma-submit sa amin earlier para makapag-discuss sa committee. Then yung request ninyo for posting and certification should be also may bigay natin. Anyway, sa Kasureco po, nakapagbigay na kami ng 2. So pending ang isa, parehas din itong request ninyo, itong over and recovery, ano? Yan din ang request ninyo. Yan lang ang hindi namin na-approve for the meantime. So mayroon akong question. So yung question ni Bim Oliva based doon sa request ninyo, no? So ngayon, gusto kong ipaalaala po, manager, no? During the time na nag-invite kami, I think on January, no? After typhoon. So mayroon kayong na-present dito during the time, itong mga restructure. Ano nangyari doon sa mga restructure natin, Madam Finance Officer? Ano nangyari doon sa restructure natin?
Okay po. Yung sa restructuring po, request sa NEA,
Yes,
ongoing po yun.
So nasusundan natin?
Po, ongoing. And to the PISAM po, pinapalo up po namin yung...
So wala tayong backlog? Walang backlog? Nasusundan natin
Opo.
yung ano ninyo?
Yung
Then, during the time of Manager Pildon, ano ang kanyang nagawa sa kanyang management? Ito is nagkaroon ba ng magandang takbo yung operation? Maganda ba yung operation ni General Manager Pildon at the time? Pare dapat malaman din ni incoming malaman din niya na si Manager Pildon napaganda. Kung sabihin natin ilang bang sa tingin mo, Madam Finance Officer, mga percentile po ba ng operation? Ano increase o nakapag-ano tayo during the time of Manager Pildon?
Okay po. During the time of EGM Pildon, compared po ito ng 2016, as to the collection efficiency po, mayroon po tayong 2016 na nasa 88%. And nung as of June, nag-increase po ito ng 92%.
So meaning medyo nasusundan natin. Pero I wonder kung maganda yung patakbo ni Manager Pildon, ba't pinalitan natin? Yun ang nakakapagtataka dito sa NEA. Ako kasi naging board of director din ako sa Casoreco 3, no? Kaya alam ko, pag magandang patakbo diyan sa NEA, di tatanggalin yan. So ano bang problema? But during na maganda ngayong takbo pero nawala naman yung manager natin. So hindi ko naman challenge si Manager Boksit, baka mas magaling pa rin to kay Manager Pildon. Ano bang noon, Coast Madam? Talagang recall.
Ako po mismo, hindi ko po alam. Yun pong...
Kasi sabay doon sa BOC, sa Bureau of Custom, pinag-recall din yung brother niya. Sabay din na-recall dito kay manager. Kaya nakakapagtataka, ba't nagsabay? Sabay doon sa BOC, no? Tinrecall ano pangalan noon? Ang BOC.
Nicanor.
Yan. Sabay ba gayon, di ba? Joke lang to, kasabay. So anyway, based on the record, medyo gumanda yung takbo natin dito sa Casoreco, no? Under the leadership of Manager Pildon. So based yan doon sa mga restructure, yan, etc. Then what about yung yung request natin sa NEA regarding yung subsidy after typhoon? So mayroon tayong request subsidy. Ano na ibigay na ba sa Casoreco 3?
As of now po, yung request ng Casoreco 3 na nasa assessment pong 69 million, inaproban po nasa 33 million and for release na po ng NEA.
So ma-augment natin yan doon sa operation, sa rehabilitation program. Okay.
May MOA na po silang...
Ay, importante kasi sa Casoreco 3 manager, tandaan mo, naging Casoreco board of director ako, pag magaling ang finance officer, magandang takbo ng manager. Tandaan mo yan. Yan ang nagiging base ko sa operation. Kaya, magandang patakbo ni Mr. Pildon dahil mas magaling din ang finance officer natin. Am I right, manager? Finance. Kasi maganda kasi yung takbo na namomonitor ng finance. Importante kasi yung finance, hindi po siya tao ng NEA. Yan ang maganda dyan. Kasi dapat check and balance. Yan ang maganda sa co-op pag mayroon tayong check and balance. So dapat pag may NEA representative or under the leadership of NEA, dapat yung finance officer hindi dapat taga-NEA. Para check and balance, mapapaganda natin yung takbo. Kasi ang mga taga-NEA, magagaling yan sa operation. Pero pagdating naman sa finance, dapat ikokontrol din natin sa co-op. Dapat hindi yan magkasabay. Yan ang pinaka-observation ko. Almost during the time na naging board of director ako, almost mga 5 times na nagkaroon ng takeover ng NEA during the time. So ang mali lang doon at the time, dahil lahat ng mga lahat ng mga operation doon, kontrolado ng NEA. So ako ang maganda dyan, dapat hindi yung budget, yung finance, dapat hindi po yan kontrolado ng NEA. Yan magandang observation na yan. Talagang tatakbo, gaganda ang takbo ng co-op. So like in Casoraico 4, ganun ba nangyayari sa Casoraico 4? Iba yung manager, taga Casoraico, pero yung pinapadalang finance, taga NEA. So dapat balansyado yung operation diyan. So yan ang observation ko. Di naman ako nagsasabi na kasi dapat ang check and balance ina-apply natin. Doon sa observation ni Bim Oliva during the time of ACMA meeting, yan talaga dapat malaman natin. Yung sequence ng request dapat dapat parehas doon sa request ninyo. Kasi pag iba kasi yung request doon sa ACMA, pagkatapos iba naman yung sinabit dito sa amin, talaga magkakaroon tayo ng problema. So dapat tandaan ninyo sa mga co-op, nakabantay yung media. Yung media kasi arm yan ng mga consumer. Hindi naman sinasabi na kontra sa inyo yan, ang media, pero mas maganda, nagiging balance yung media pag kayo transparent. So okay naman sa inyo, manager, pag in-interview kayo ng media, very open kayo. Kasi alam mo, ang media, dalawa yan. Yung media na gusto kang matulungan, yung media naman na gusto kang siraan. Yun ang media. Pero dito sa Rinconada ay doop na puro magagaling ang media diyan. Very yan. Kaya sa tingin mo, okay naman sa iyo pag ini-interview ka?
Ako po ay galing rin sa Camarines Norte, same Bicol rin yan po. So palagay ko ay wala naman sigurong pagkakaiba po. Ako'y open naman sa lahat ng mga media.
Okay, wala na akong question, Madam Chairman. If the other my colleagues na may question din sa Casoraico 3. So i-reserve namin ni Bim Oliva, no, yung mga record, document ninyo. Then magpatawag ako ng committee hearing pertinent to your request, Manager. So anyway, maganda yan. So kami mga taga Rinconada, di naman ninyo kami kalaban dito. Kami katulong ninyo para sa pagpasayos ng co-op. So si Bim Oliva, yung kapatid niya, naging manager din sa Casoraico 3. So ako naman naging board of director. Then si Bim Boots, naman yan, naging mayor during the time. Nakatulong din yan sa co-op sa Casoraico 3. So wala na akong question na manager. If any other questions sa my colleagues, pwede na natin ituloy itong Casoraico 4 for the presentation.
Is there any other queries coming from the honorable body? Honorable.
So we'll now proceed to the Casoraico 4. No? Madaliin natin yung Casoraico 4.
Okay, so may I know?
So i-reserve ko yung question sa dalawa nating board member sa Casoraico 4. No?
Thank you, Board Member Manny Noble. So may I request the representative of Attorney Veronica T. Briones from the Cooperative 4, Tigaon, to present her PowerPoint presentation.
Good afternoon, Honorable Sangguniang Panlalawigan, the August body. Now, I will present our application for the over and under recovery. Same lang naman po to sa Casoraico 3. Same mandate po kami ng ERC. From the ERC resolution, we are directed to submit and calculate our over and under recoveries of pass-through costs. Yan. So, ang basis nga po namin, yung mga resolution ng ERC, na after 3 years, magka-calculate po kami ng over and under recoveries namin na isasubmit sa ERC for their confirmation. So, pag sinabi po yung over and under recoveries, ito po yung mga pass-through cost na nakikita po natin sa ating monthly electric bill. Yung po sa generation, yung generation cost is the generation charge. Yung transmission cost po, transmission charge. Yung generation cost po or generation charge, yan po yung binibill ng ating mga power supplier. Sa ngayon po, ang Casoraico 4 ay nakakontrata po sa Unified Leyte Geothermal Incorporated o ULGI. Plus meron po 10% po ng requirements namin kinukuha naman sa WESM. So, kino-combine po yun kung magkano yung power bill namin monthly, yun po ang generation cost, yun po ang pinapass on namin sa member consumer, less the discount na nakukuha po namin sa Unified Leyte dahil nakaka-avail po ang Pastoreco 4 ng PPD and load factor discount. Yung transmission cost, lahat naman po kami electric cooperative, dumadaan dyan na ang nagmamayari po ay ang National Grid Corporation of the Philippines. Monthly din po kami binibid dahil galing po sa generation company, papunta sa substation ni Casoreco 4, dumadaan sa transmission lines ng NGCP. So may billing din po kami monthly. Yun din po ang pinapaso namin kay member consumer. Ito po yung ginagamit sa computation para ma-determine natin kung over-under recoveries po tayo for the past 3 years and the sales data. Magkano ba yung siningil namin sa mga members consumers. So yan tatlo po ang pinaka-important data na ginamit sa calculation. Computation of over and under recovery, sabi ko nga kanina, ang kasama dyan is the generation rate. This formula po, galing po yan sa resolution. At yan po din po ginamit namin para makalculate kung may over ba o under recovery. Pag sinabi pong over recovery, ibig sabihin po, yung actual cost na na-incur ni cooperative compare po sa kinolekta po sa mga member consumer, kung sobra po, ibig sabihin over recovery. Pag negative po ang lumabas, ibig sabihin ang actual cost mo mura, mataas yung kinolekta mo sa member consumer, over recovery ka. So ibig sabihin na sobrahan. Bakit po nangyayari to? Sabi nga kanina ni Casoreco 3, dahil po ang binabasihan po ng computation for the monthly rates na pinapass on namin kay member consumer yung previous month. For this month, halimbawa September, magbibill na kami sa member consumer. Ang basis po namin sa computation ng rates, yung previous month, yung August power bill ni supplier, yung August power bill ni NGCP, yung August sales po, yung binentahan ng kuryente ng August ng Casoreco 4. O ng mga electric cooperatives. So, hindi ko na po elaborate yung formula, masyadong technical. So, nung ginamit po yun, may binigay naman pong template or calculation ang ARC na ipapasok namin lahat ng data para makalculate. Ang lumabas po sa computation, from 2014 to 2016, medyo advanced kami sa Casoreco 3. Casoreco 3 is 2011 to 2013, kami 2014 to 2016. Actually, for the information of the August body, pang third filing na po namin to sa ERC na nagkaroon na po ng hearing last August 9, 2017 sa ERC hearing office po. From 2014, nagkaroon po kami ng over-recovery of 1.9 million. Ang pass-through cost, ang actual cost lang ng kuryente is 211 million. Ang nakolekta namin or siningil namin sa member consumers is 213 M. Meron po kaming over-recovery na 1.9. Bakit po nangyari to? Siguro matatandaan din po ng aming mga board member. Nagkaroon po kami ng problema. Ang previous pong power supplier ni Casoreco 4 is MEC, San Miguel Energy Corporation. We questioned the bill, I think, noong 2014. Wala pong shutdown ng Casoreco, shutdown ng SMEC, wala silang supply, but binil po ang Casoreco 4 for the capacity fee o capacity, kahit wala silang sinupply. That time, kung nag-source out po ang Casoreco 4 ng kanyang supply, power requirements sa WESM lahat, 100% because walang supply yung SMEC. But still, ang SMEC po ay nagsingil sa Casoreco 4. So dun po nagkaroon, dahil tumaas yung rate. Siguro na tatandaan din ng board member namin sa Casoreco 4, mataas po yung bill, I think June yan or May, na nagtumaas na masyado yung bill yung rates namin. So, kaya po nagkaroon kami ng over-recovery. That was the reason na na-preterminate na po yung contract. Supposed to be hanggang 2000... yung contract natin, 18 pa sa SMEC. As early as 2015, pre-terminate na ng Casoreco 4 because of the question bill. Kaya po, nagkaroon po ng another negotiation. Kaya po nag-source out na kami sa Unified Leyte. Kasi nagkaroon nga kami ng question sa bill. That's why, the reason bakit nagkaroon kami ng over-recovery na 1.9 million. Whereas 2015 to 2016, under-recovery naman kami. Kulang naman yung naisingil namin sa member consumer. Sabi nga po ni Honorable Oliva, bakit nagkakaroon ng gano'n na, ibig sabihin, kumbaga religiously naman po kayo nagbabayad, pero nagkakaroon po ng discrepancy. Kasi nga po, ang ginagamit naming basis pa nagpapasoon kami na rates is the previous month. So, pag kinumpare na po, kaya po nga ginawa tong resolution na to, parang siguro ma-ease din ng ERC ng pag-review ng rates ng mga electric cooperatives. Kami na po mismo nagka-calculate, tama ba yung naipass on namin for the past 3 years sa base compare sa actual cost. Ito yung binil sa amin ng power supplier. Ito naman ibinil namin sa member consumer. Pinapagtugma po. Doon nagkakaroon ng over o under. So pag over, sasabihin ng ERC, i-refund. Kasi sobra yung nakolekta nyo. Next po. Sa transmission rate, same doon, galing din po sa formula based doon sa resolution na yon. Ang result po ng computation, dito naman po nagkaroon kami ng over-recovery. 2014 to 2015, under-recovery kami, pero to 2016, sobra. Sobra naman yung naisingil namin. So overall po, meron po kami 1.1 million na sobra over po, based sa computation, based doon sa formula. Next one. System loss naman, syempre, dahil po ang ginagamit natin previous month, iba po yung sales namin noon, iba rin yung kinonsumo. Kasi po yan, yung biniling kuryente, ko-compare naman po sa binentang kuryente sa mga members consumer, yung kilowatt hour. Ito po yung nakonsumo, na reading sa substation ng Casoreco 4. Ito naman yung naging resulta ng mga reading namin sa mga members consumer, yung billing. Yung difference po, yun ang system loss. Pero po ang allowed lang po ng ERC na i-recover sa member consumer is 13% o 13%. So far po, ang Casoreco 4 is below 13%. As of now po, nasa 10% na lang ang system loss ng Casoreco 4. So kung 10% po, whichever is lower, the system loss cap na 13% or the actual system loss, whichever is lower, yun lang ang pwede namin ipasa sa member consumer. So currently, ang pinapasa namin sa member consumer na system loss is only 10%. So, kasi po, bakit nagkakaroon po siya ng over-under recovery? Ang basis po ng rate na ipapason po sa system loss is the generation rate and the transmission rate. Since po nakita natin kanina na ang generation rate and transmission rate ay may over and under, so maapektuhan din po yung system loss rate na pinason namin. So, i-compare, ito dapat ang system loss rate, ito po yung siningil namin sa member consumer. Ang result po, nagkaroon kami ng over-recovery, maliit lang naman, 100,000 pesos. Kasi nga po, naka-anchor siya dun sa generation and transmission rate, ang computation. Dito naman po sa lifeline subsidy, meron po kami binibigyan na lifeline discount based din sa mandate ng ERC from mga residential customers na nagkukonsumo ng 0 to 20 kilowatt hour. Meron po siyang discount, naka-bracket po siya from 5% to 50% ng kanyang konsumo ay ibinabawas. Sino po ang nagsasubsidize nito? Siyempre, magbibigay kami ng discount yung mga non-lifeline customers. Sino naman to? Yung mga consumer na nagkukonsumo ng more than 20 kilowatt hour. Meron na siya sa bill niya na lifeline subsidy. Pag 20 kilowatt hour below kang residential customer, ang nasa bill mo, discount, minus. Pag more than 20 kilowatt hour ka, additional na po. Sinasubsidize natin yung mga lifeliners. Kasi daw sabi sa batas, sila yung mga below marginal income. Gusto lang magkakuryente pero hindi naman nila afford. So, kino-compare naman po yan. Siyempre, ang basis po namin, yung last month na discount na binigay namin at last month na nakolekta namin. Tapos, kung kulang po, halimbawa sobra po yung nakolekta namin, ibabawas sa rate ngayon na buwan. Pag kulang naman, plus minus, at the end of the 3 years, i-calculate naman namin, i-compare namin, nagkaroon po kami, medyo malaki po dyan, 984,000. Ibig sabihin, sobra yung naisingil namin sa mga non-lifeline customer kesa sa binigay na discount. So kaya magkakaroon tayo, ibabalik naman po yan sa mga non-lifeline customers. Ibabawas naman po yan sa rate nila. Dun sa senior citizen, same din po sa lifeline, may binibigay tayong discount sa lahat ng senior citizen na ang konsumo po is 100 kilowatt hour and below. Residential senior citizen. Pero isang account lang po, hindi naman po pwede kung 3 account ng senior citizen, 3 po may discount, isa lang po. Kung saan siya nag-i-stay o saan siya nakatira. Kung alin po yung in-apply niya sa Casoreco 4. So syempre naman po, nagbigay tayo ng discount, sino na naman na magsasubsidize niyan? Hindi yung mga non-senior citizen. Kung ilan po yung discount, hahati-hatiin po yan ang lahat ng non-senior citizen. So, doon na naman po, after 3 years, i-compare. Ilan ba yung naibigay na discount? Ilan naman po yung naikolekta namin sa mga non-senior citizen? Dito po lumabas sobra din po. Sobra yung nasingil namin sa mga non-senior citizen. So, ibabalik naman po yan sa mga non-senior citizen. Ang overall result po, sa generation rate, kulang kami. Magkukolekta po kami ng 1.3 million. Sa transmission rate, sobra naman kami, ibabalik naman po namin yung 1.1 million. Sa system loss, sobra din po, ibabalik namin yung 100,000. Sa lifeline subsidy, sobra yung nakolekta namin sa mga non-lifeliners, ibabalik namin yung 984,000. Sa senior citizen naman po, ibabalik naman namin sa non-senior citizen ang 11,000. Overall po, sobra po yung nasingil naming 901,000 for the years 2014 to 2016. Ang proposal po ni Casoreco 4, since na-incurred po siya for the past 3 years din po, so ang request din po namin sa ERC kung pwedeng ibalik namin siya in 3 years time din para hindi naman po mabigat sa aming cash flow. So, ang result pa, nasa 0.00, hindi ko na makita. 004 ba? Yes. So, minimal lang naman yung impact, pero at least sa mga malalaki ang konsumo, malaki na rin po ang impact niya. Sa maliliit, maliit din ang impact ng rate. But ito po, subject pa rin po to sa confirmation and evaluation ng ERC. So, hindi pa rin po to yung final o yung official na amount or the figures. Subject pa rin to sa ERC. So, yun lang po, kaya po kami nagsasubmit nito dahil directive po to ng ERC and mandate po kami na mag-submit every after 3 years ng calculation namin. This is just a confirmation po kung magkano talaga ang nasingil namin sa consumers and magkano ba yung actual cost nyo. Kaya sinasubmit din po namin dyan yung actual power bills na binil sa amin ng mga power supplier ng NGCP. Tapos yung sales data po namin kasama sa sinasubmit plus the sample power bills. Yung mga bills na binil namin sa mga member consumer, nagbibigay din po kami ng sample. Ina-attach po namin sa ERC para ma-determine nila kung yun talaga yung rates na ipinasoon namin sa mga member consumers. That's all po. Thank you very much.
Okay, so is there any queries coming from the honorable body? Yes,
Okay, thank
Honorable
you.
Manny Noble.
So maganda yung computation doon sa Casoreco 4. Yung per kilowatt, almost 74 centavos per kilowatt ang idididak natin. So suppose that
Ibabawas,
almost
i-deduct po.
100 kilowatt ang na-consume ko per month. So ibibawas natin 74 centavos per kilowatt.
Opo.
So how much
Per
yan?
month for the
Kung
next 3 years.
Kung 100 kilowatt per month, how
Mga
much?
7 pesos po.
7 pesos.
7 pesos ang mga, or 7
7 pesos ang ibabawas doon sa billing.
0 po, sa billing.
Sa billing.
Po.
From effective January 2018.
If approved by the
Approved by
ERC.
the
Yan po ang
ERC.
proposal namin from 2000.
So anyway, nakaano naman doon sa committee ko yung request ninyo. I think there are 3 yung dalawa okay na. Ito na lang itong isa. So isasabay natin sa Casoreco 3. So after na maibigay yung lahat ng document, then yung committee mag-decide for your request, posting. So I think Manager Vicky is also member of the Board of Director in Casoreco 3. So, I think si Manager Vicky, during the time, na-assign din sa ibang cooperatives, Sa Casoreco 2. The time. Then, na-assign din yan sa Casoreco 3, The time, naging NEA team at the time. At the present, Together with Manager Asislu from Casoreco 1. So, wala na akong question, Madam Presiding Officer. Any other query to the rest of my colleagues? Okay.
Another questions? Back-up question.
Sa Casoreco 4 po, you told us na this is the 3rd time that you are applying for this over and under recovery.
Yes, sir.
So from 2014, 2016, 2011, 2013, 2008, 2010 maybe.
Yung first filing po is 6 years, 2004 to 2010.
Okay.
Kasi first filing.
In your experience po, what were the findings or evaluation of ERC relative to your request for for your application. Halimbawa, 2004-2010, you submitted your computation. Ano po ang, if you, matagal ka na po sa Kuwan, Kasureco
Hindi pa
4?
po. Pero from other co-op din po ako.
From other co-op.
Oo.
So, ano yung isinubmit nyo? Over or under recovery?
From 2004-2010, Kasureco for calculation is under recovery.
And what was the amount, if you can still recall?
As I recall po, it was, I think, 7M. It's more than 10M, but the final calculation is, I think, is 4M only. of
So,
ERC.
ERC nagpaluwas kang evaluation na bakong 10 ang dapat ma-recover nindo kung di 4 million lang. And sa 2011 to 2013.
Wala pa po yung final decision. Bakit meron ng advance info sa akin yung ERC na approve na yung 2011-2013. Under recovery din yon ng around, I think, 9 or 10 million.
Amount involved.
But the final computation is around 1.9M only, the under recovery.
Ang sinabit po nyo,
It's around 10M something.
10M, and nagpaluwas ang ERC na 1.9 lang.
Wala pa po yung final, pero may advance info
May
na
advance
1.9M lang po daw yung
So,
approve.
ngunyan ang pinakamababa. And
Ito kasi over po to.
Over.
Over recovery.
Kamu ang mabalik.
Babalik. Ito kasi additional collection yun eh.
Nasobrahan si collection nindo,
Ito, nasobrahan naman yung singil.
ibabalik nindo.
Babalik po.
So-
Ayun naman, we are proposing sana offsetting na lang dahil nasa 1 point something yun, nasa under to para konti na lang yung
Okay.
i-collect. But ayaw naman ng ERC.
Halimbawa po, dito sa last application nyo, lumalabas na nasobrahan sa singil. Ano po yan? Ibabalik sa consumer in cash or babawasan na lang
Reduction
yung
po sa rates.
offsetting?
Opo. Reduction sa rates po. Halimbawa po, sa generation, kung 0.0, ay sa transmission rate, ang na-calculate for the na-calculate na rate po for the month, halimbawa is 1.10, ibabawas po yung per rate po ang reduction niya. Kung ano po yung lumabas sa calculation for the month, ibabawas po yung until such time na ma-recover na po yung amount na sinasabi ng ERC na dapat naming i-refund sa mga consumer. Pag na-recover na po yun o na-i-refund na namin yung amount, kasi subject for confirmation pa yung amount, hindi pa rin sa final yung amount na yun, na yun talaga yung i-refund. So pag na-recover na po namin o na-refund na namin yung total amount na subject for recovery or for refund, stop na rin po kami ng pag-refund or recover sa consumers.
Okay.
So ganun po yung directive ng ERC.
May action din ba po ang Kasureco 4 relative to the application for franchise of Bicol Light?
Hindi ko po alam. Sa BECA po yata. Baka
Hindi
sa
nyo
mga
alam po.
general, hindi po. Sa mga
So,
general within the
Ang action ng Kasureco 3 doon na sa Bicol Electric Cooperatives Association. Pero Kasureco 4 alone, wala po kayong action or resolution na kinokontra ang pagpasok ng Bicol Light.
Actually, no, wala man po kami.
Wala
nakikita
kayong
po,
matandaan po.
resolution.
Okay. Can we invite again, Madam Chair, si Manager or si Ma'am Josie? May mga kaputan lang, karagdagang tanong lang po. Kasureco 4 po, may 3 application na. First, yun na sa computation nila, mababa yung evaluation ng ERC. Pangalawa, binabaan din. Of the 10 million, may advance information na si Madam na nasa 1.9 lang. And ganyan, ang last. In our part po, may mga previous application na kita?
Mayroon na po.
When was that? 2008 to 2010? Maybe.
Yung 2004 to 2010.
6 years. Pera po ang computation kang Kasureco 3 din.
Hindi po kasi ako ang finance manager noon, pero nagbawas din po yung result nung
Pera ang
ipinay.
submit and pera ang pinaluwas kang ERC. Kung matandaan
I'm
mo
not
po.
so sure po, pero ang ipinail ata ng Kasureco 3 is nasa 10 And 7 million lang ata yung
Pinag-grant.
Opo. Yung trend po kasi talagang magbababa yung result
Okay,
per
syempre,
ARC decision.
Kamo ang masubmit, may kuyan, sabihan ta ng masalangkaw para pag mababa lang. Okay.
And
So, last final question na Madam Chair.
Okay, proceed.
Gaano po ba kaimportante ang certification na hinihingi nyo sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan? The certificate of posting na may seal ang Sangguniang Panlalawigan relative to your application sa ARC.
Can I answer, sir?
Yes.
Under ano po kasi siya, based po siya sa ERC practice and rules and practice and procedures po na before the hearing, jurisdictional requirements po na all LGUs na nasa coverage area and sa provincial din, provincial, dapat mat-furnish ng notice of public hearing and the order. So para, kasi since kayo po yung representative ng...
Dito po sa pending application nyo, where all the 10 municipalities of, ang coverage nyo po partido? All 10 or hindi kasama ang tinambak?
Hindi po sabi tinambak.
9 lang.
Ocampo to Caramoan.
Ocampo ang
to
nakasama.
Caramoan.
So, 10 din.
9 po, 9.
Maliban sa tinambak, ano ang hindi kasama?
9 nga po. Ano yung hindi daw nakasabay sa tinambak?
9 plus Ocampo. Di 10 din.
Ocampo kasi po, Ocampo, Tigawon, Sangay, Goa, San Jose, Lagunoy, Presentacion, Garchi, and Caramoan.
Si Roma. Ay, hindi kasama.
Kaso
Okay.
Reco 2.
Dito sa pending application nyo, out of the 9 LGUs, dahil ang nire-require sa inyo, hindi lang certification ng mga sanggunian, including sa mayor, sa local chief executive. Ang siyam po ba nag-issue na ng certification?
Yes, sir.
Lahat na?
Opo, lahat po.
Okay. Sa part po kang Kasoreco 3, of the 7, include 6 municipalities plus Iriga, nag-issue na po ba ng mga certification?
yung buhi lang po ang hindi out of 7. Buhi.
Buhi,
Opo.
ang 6 po lahat na.
Opo.
Pag hindi nag-issue ang buhi, what will happen to your application?
Nung in-invite po kami, nagpaliwanag sa Sangguniang bayan ng buhi, ipinaliwanag po namin doon itong application and pinapapalo up ko po kay Mr. Pusyo yung certification nila. Hindi lang po yung pala po, may inisyu po pala yung sa munisipyo, yung sa mayor's office po ang nag-issue. Hindi yung Sangguniang bayan ng
So,
buhi.
alimbawa po, dahil ang requirement, local chief executive in the Sanggunian, nag-issue si mayor, yung Sanggunian hindi. Ano po bang magiging epekto niyan?
Doon po kasi sa requirements,
Sa rules and practice
Opo.
po, pag hindi po kami na-issuehan, we can prepare or
Certificate.
no affidavit of service. Yung employee ng co-op na nag-serve, para lang na affidavit siya na nag-serve talaga kami ng copy. Attach po yung covering letter, transmittal letters na ma-stamp pong receive ng Sanggunian or ng LGU mayors. Accepted na po yun sa ERC. Kasi meron po kasi sa rules and practice po, 5 days before the hearing, scheduled hearing, dapat po mai-submit namin lahat ng jurisdictional requirements. So kung hindi po kayo maka-issue ang LGU,
certification.
ang choice po namin is to issue a affidavit of service. Kung sino po yung employee o personnel ng co-op na nag-serve nung order and notice of public hearing, siya rin po ang magagawa ng affidavit. Affidavit of service.
So how many times na ang proseso na iyan ginawa na ng Kasoreco 4? May instances na po ba?
Yes, sir. Many times na, sir. Especially po dito sa capital po kami hindi nakakuha on time. So,
Dahil ang sa amin din kasi, may paliwanag sa amin kung ano ang over and under recoveries and bakit may ganitong mga pagkakataon. In fact, doon nga sa usapan natin kanina, na there are certain undertakings na dapat gawin yung cooperative. And isa doon sa in-erase ko na kanina, yung number 3. So kahit pala hindi mag-issue ang Office of the Governor or the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, still pwedeng i-consider ang application nyo ng ERC.
Basta po may affidavit of service po.
May affidavit of service.
Tapos stamp receipt po yung transmittal letters.
So kahit pala hindi po kami mag-issue,
Ayun. Required pa rin po talagang may mas preferred ng ERC na talagang meron pong certification of posting. Kaya lang kung hindi po namin mako-complete, maka-cancel po kasi yung hearing, masasayang po yung effort, yung gastos. Kasi may publication po yan eh. Sa local newspaper, sa newspaper and general circulation nationwide. Plus yung info dissemination sa local franchise area.
anyway, sa part po na ito, we sent an invitation to ERC to appear before us to further explain kung ano ang mga dapat i-consider ng over and under recoveries application ng mga electric cooperatives ng province. And iniligay doon na pending appearance ninyo, we cannot issue yet yung required certification of posting. Naipadala na po ba yun, Sir Pax? Yung letter sa ERC kasama yung invitation sa kanila na we cannot issue yet the certification na hingi nila pending doon sa appearance nila dito. Anyway, I believe kasama po yun sa letter ninyo. So, yun lamang po. And thank you for all the explanation na ipinahayag po ninyo ngayong hapon. Yun nga lamang po, relative to in connection sa Kasureco 3, there are issues and concerns which should be addressed sa manager doon po sa area coverage ninyo na yung iba na ibahagi ko na po. There are rather, I believe, mga issues and concerns which should be addressed. Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you.
Po.
So they're having no more discussion, questions coming from the honorable body. So in behalf of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of this province, we would like to thank you, ma'am and sir, for coming. Thank you. So I declared 1 minute recess.
Papirma pa. Hindi. So complete yan po, no? Complete itong pagpapirma. Gavin ka. Ako pag-aro. Pairinot lang daw.
Session is resumed. Next item.
Madam Chair. May I be recognized, Madam Chair?
Yes, Honorable Pacamara, you are now recognized. So
Yeah.
may I also
May I ask the chairman of the Committee on Energy May I? Doon ka na.
Yes, the Honorable.
Ano action pwede taduman sa
So the
Ang committee.
The recommendation of Kasarayco 4 will now proceed to give recognition, certification and posting. In Kasarayco 4, Kasarayco 4, not until further, Kasarayco 3 should submit all the document request by Honorable Liba, but we know in Kasarayco 4 we have no objection for that purpose.
May applications both Kasarayco 3
Yes,
and
yes,
Kasarayco 4
Kasarayco
sa
4 and
ERC.
Kasarayco 3.
So,
Only one be deferred for the
Other than
meantime.
the certification, ano po action na pwedeng gibon kang committee na i-recommend sa Sangguniang sa tuya?
So the recommendation now,
Although dahil pa man
the recommendation now,
siyempre Madam Chair, dahil pa man po yung final, dahil pa man maagi sa committee ba?
anyway, the Kasarayco 4 pending request up to the present. One pending request.
But then may suggestion sa chairman ng Committee on Energy, Madam Chair, is this. Itong sa Kasarayco 4, pwede siguro ito mag-pass ng resolution endorsing
Yes, yes.
itong application kang Kasarayco 4, tanganing itong konsumidores kang Kasarayco 4, ba in 3 years time, avail ninda na itong sobra na nasingil kang Kasarayco 4.
Considering that the rule is suspended, Mr. Chair, may I now be included in the committee report? Committee report pertaining to the request of Kasarayco 4.
And with regards to Kasarayco 3, based on earliest statement and questions made by Board Member Oliva, nahiling ko po na may problema talaga ang Kasarayco 3. And igwasin na ning application man sa ERC. May suggestion, Madam Chair and the Chairman.
For the meantime, the Chair defer the request of Kasarayco 3.
But then may suggestion lang muna, suggestion sa kuya na pwede man siguro kita magpasa ang committee mag-suggest na mag-recommend sa body, sa report mo sa maabot na session na magpasa kita ng resolution na i-hold muna temporarily ang application kang Kasarayco 3. Then, itong issue duman na pinag-raise ni Board Member Oliva, tulong issues na pinag-raise, i-settle na muna duman sa kang board, tapos kang konsumidores kang Kasarayco 3. Pwede man po yan na i-hold kang ERC, basta may resolution, hali ang Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
I agree with the observation of Honorable Pacamara. So there are two, Mr. Chairman. The request of the Kasarayco 4 be considered as earlier requests be included in committee report together with Kasarayco 3, but in Kasarayco 3 pending the request until further submitted all the necessary document.
That is my suggestion, Madam Chair, when the Committee on Energy convenes. Sa committee pa man yan maman yan tulos ngunyan. Ito suggestion ko po based sa nadaw ko kasubago. Dapit duman sa issues and findings kang kasubago duman sa tuyang bisita sa Kasarayco 3 and Kasarayco 4. So bako yan ngunyan.
I agree with the observation of Honorable
Yes,
Pacamara.
Honorable.
So considering that the rule is suspended, my recommendation in committee report be included under business for today. Committee report pertaining to the request of Kasarayco 4 for the posting and certification.
Committee in what? Committee talaga report. Dapat committee. no further
Yes, the request of Casoreco po refer to committee. May committee, pending committee report. Ako.
one?
Oh, yes. Ako pending committee report. So, the request of Casoreco po requesting the posting. Am I right, Assistant Secretary? Requesting the posting and certification regarding the over and recovery from 2015 to 2014, 15, 16. Am I right? Huh? Am I right? So, be referred to my committee, your observation also, no? So I request now for the inclusion, no? Considering that the role suspended, according to nag-refer ako kay Bim Oliva na baka pwede ilog ko na sa committee report regarding the request of Casoreco 4. But in Casoreco 3, we are now consider pending until further submit all the necessary document. So, all in abayan and Casoreco 3.
So may I ask the opinion of the Committee on Rules? May
Thank you, Madam.
Kaya, no include.
First, Madam Chair, may I
Yes,
know
Honorable
if
Rex.
after your declaration of recess, nag-resume na po kita?
Yes.
Okay. So all the deliberations made by and between the Honorable Noble and Pacamara, nakabali na yan sa journals.
It's recorded.
So, ikaw ko yan muna, i-report muna. Anyway, so, upon the presentation and the interpellation to our distinguished guests, sabi nga ni Board Member Maymay, mayo mang kitang problema sa Casoreco 4. Magayon dahil may ibabalik sinda sa members consumers. Ang may problema, ang Casoreco 3, and here is the Honorable Noble, the chairperson of the Committee on Energy, Electrification, and Renewable Energy. Gusto na niya na mag-render ng committee report. So yan ang issue. And ano ang gusto mong maklarify, Tabi, Madam Chair?
So can we include the committee report be presented by Honorable Noble?
If the two board members from the 4th District agree, so we can accommodate the request of the Honorable Noble for his report concerning Casoreco 4, that is the granting or approving their request for certification to be issued by the provincial secretary. May we know, arin ang hearing sa ARC, duman sa request ninda, para mailing tang urgency.
Yung record, hindi namin nakita yung record, Your Honor. We do not know the date of hearing of the ARC.
Anyway, dahil man ko ta pwede ang mga inclusion sa committee report. However, with no opposition from our high-esteemed colleagues from the 4th District, we can accommodate the request of the Honorable Noble, considering that all issues and concerns were properly addressed by our distinguished guests, and it appearing na mayo man talaga problema. In fact, they will be returning the over-collected amount to the members' consumers. So with this, I move for the suspension of our House rules to pave way for the Honorable Noble to include in our agenda his committee report.
Thank you.
So rules is suspended.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. So I move for the inclusion under committee report the request of Casoreco 4 pertaining to the over and under recovery. for the posting and issuing of a certification as per request by Casoreco 4 and the one Casoreco 3 pending the request until further submit all the requirements needed by the committee.
Second.
Okay, so it has been moved and unanimously seconded. So motion is approved. Next.
First reading. Letter A. Letter dated August 28, 2017 from Mr. Renz Gonzalo Esrepi, PPMIU Head, Philippine Rural Development Project, Camarines Sur, addressed to Honorable Portanato Cepina, Vice Governor, requesting for a Sangguniang Panlalawigan resolution to authorize the Governor to enter into an amended Memorandum of Agreement for the Philippine Rural Development Project.
I move, Mr. Chair, that letter A under G2 be referred to the Committee on Laws and Review.
G2, letter A, refer to Committee on Rules and Review.
Laws and Review.
Letter B. Transmit a letter dated August 24, 2017 from the Office of the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabusao, Camarines Sur, Resolution number 48 series of 2017 entitled, a resolution respectfully requesting the honorable members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Camarines Sur through the Committee on Finance and Appropriation to consider GR number 185369 J. Tobias M. Javier and Vincent B. Piscio III versus Velasco Jr., Peralta, Perez, Reyes, and Hardelisa, JJ, promulgated August 3, 2016, as the basis for declaring Resolution number 32, series of 2017, overriding the veto items of the local chief executive and the Appropriation Ordinance number 1, series of 2017 of the Municipality of Cabusao, Camarines Sur, valid.
I move, Mr. Chair, that letter B of letters, circulars, and other communications be referred to the Committee on Finance and Appropriations.
G2, letter B, refer to committee as mentioned. Next.
Letter C. Letter dated June 13, 2017 from Pastor Joey M. Piano, President, Chairperson, Bicol Regional Evangelistic Association for Development, Incorporated, requesting for accreditation.
I move that letter C be referred to the Committee on Civil Society Organizations and Cooperatives.
G2, letter C, referred to committee as mentioned. Next.
Letter D. Letter dated August 22, 2017 from Ruben S. Santos Jr., OIC, District Engineering DPWH 2nd Engineering Office, Barasca Naaman, Camarines Sur, addressed to Mr. Francisco B. Berdeo Jr., Assistant Provincial Secretary, furnishing copy of status report of the infrastructure projects for the month of August 2017.
I move that letter D be referred to, be duly noted.
G2, letter D, duly noted. Next.
For review, City Municipal Ordinances and or resolutions. Letter A, Resolution number 2017-18 of the Municipality of Sipocot, Camarines Sur, Resolution enacting Municipal Ordinance number 1, series of 2017, an ordinance amending and adopting the organizational structure and staffing pattern for the local government unit of Sipocot, Camarines Sur, incorporating therein the newly created offices and updating of positions to the vital positions vital to the delivery of basic services.
With the thinking, Mr. Chair, that when this resolution from enacting Municipal Ordinance number 1, series of 2017 of Sipocot was received by our frontliners, there is the attached copy of the ordinance intended to be amended. So may I refer that this resolution number 2017-18 of the Municipality of Sipokot be referred to the Committee on Finance and Appropriation.
So letter H, number 1, letter A, resolution 2017-18 of the Municipality of Sipokot be referred to the committee as mentioned. Next.
Committee reports. Committee on Health, Sanitation, Nutrition, and Population.
May I recognize the Honorable Figuration.
Thank you, Madam Chair. 3 items under Committee on Health. Item number 1, Ordinance number 15, 2017. An ordinance creating the Barangay Sanitation Control Team and implementing the Zero Open Defecation, COD, and providing funds thereof in the Municipality of Barangay Kamsur. Findings: after careful perusal, the committee finds that the subject Sangguniang ordinance has been enacted in the scope prescribed powers conferred to the Sangguniang Bayan of Barangay. Approval of the same shall promote zero open defecation to safeguard public health and well-being. Committee recommendation: the ordinance is hereby declared valid and recommends for adoption and approval. I move for the approval of the said ordinance, Madam Chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
seconded.
Honorable Hernandez. It has been moved and duly seconded that the committee report tendered by Honorable Boots Figuration is hereby adopted.
Thank you.
Next.
Second item, Madam Chair, Municipal Ordinance Number 003, 2017, an ordinance regulating birth deliveries in the Municipality of Lagunoy, Kamsur. Findings: after perusal, the committee finds that the subject Sangguniang ordinance has been improved within the scope prescribed with the provision of RA 10354. An approval of the same should guarantee universal access to medically safe, non-abortive, patient-effective, legal, affordable, quality, reproductive health care services, methods, devices, and supplies. Committee recommendation: the ordinance is hereby declared valid and recommends for adoption and approval. I move for the approval of the said ordinance, Madam Chair.
Yes, Honorable.
Madam Chair, before taking action on the recommendation of the committee chair of the Committee on Health, may I manifest that the Committee on Gender and Development, Women and Children and Family Relations, where this particular ordinance from Lagunoy is cross-referred, is adopting the report of the chairperson of the Committee on Health with the recommendation to cite also other applicable laws like Section 16 and 17 of Republic Act 7160, Administrative Order Number 2008-0029, or the implementing health reforms for rapid detection of maternal and neonatal mortality of DOH and DOH Department Memorandum 2009-0110. So the Committee of Women, Children, and Family Relations adopts the committee report of the Committee on Health with the recommendations mentioned.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it has been moved and duly seconded that the committee report tendered by Honorable Boots Figuration be adopted by the Committee on
Gender.
Children.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item number 3, Municipal Ordinance Number 01, 2017, Ordinance institutionalizing and prescribing guidelines on maternal and newborn care in the birthing halfway home and newborn screening facilities of the Municipal Health Office of Presentacion. Findings: after careful perusal, the committee finds that the subject Sangguniang present has been approved with the scope prescribed powers conferred to the Sangguniang Bayan of Del Gallego, Sangguniang Bayan of Presentacion, Kamsur, in its concordance with the provision of RA 9288, the Newborn Screening Act of 2004, and approval of the same should establish and integrate a sustainable newborn screening system within the public health delivery system to ensure that every newborn has access to newborn screening for certain heritable conditions that can result in mental retardation, serious health complications, or death if left undetected and untreated. The committee recommendation, ordinance is hereby declared valid and recommends for adoption and approval. I move for the approval of the said
Is there
ordinance, Madam Chair.
Is there any seconded the motion? So it has been moved and duly seconded that the committee report is hereby adopted.
Madam Chair, please,
Yes.
the same
Honorable
manifestation that the Committee on Gender and Development, Women, Children, and Family Relation is adopting the committee report of the Committee on Health, Sanitation, Population with the recommendation that other applicable provisions of laws be cited in considering the approval of said ordinance, like Section 16 and 17 of Republic Act 7160, Republic Act 9288, DOH Administrative Order Number 2008-0029, and DOH Memorandum Circular 2009-110.
Next.
Last item, Madam Chair. Municipal Ordinance 17-005. Ordinance providing incentives to all public and private health institutions with the roaming in and breastfeeding practices for other purposes in Tigaon. After perusal, the committee finds that the subject Sangguniang resolution has been approved within the scope prescribed. Sangguniang Bayan of Tigaon comes through in this ordinance with the provision Section 17 of RA 7160 that provides basic health services, including implementation of programs and projects on primary health care to its constituents, which aims in providing safe and adequate nutrition infants by promoting breastfeeding practices in the municipality of Tigaon. Committee finding, recommendation, the ordinance is hereby declared valid and recommends for the adoption and approval. I move for the approval of the said ordinance.
Any seconded the motion? So it has been moved and duly seconded by Honorable Pacamara. So the committee report tendered by Honorable Figuration is hereby adopted.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Next.
The committee report of the Committee on Social Services, Community Development, Extension Service, and Livelihood. Honorable Figuration, Chairperson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. 3 items. 1, Resolution Number 35, 2017, Resolution authorizing Honorable Lydia Barrientos representing the Municipality of Del Gallego, Camsur, in her capacity as Municipal Mayor with the office address at the Municipal Building, Poblacion Zone 1, Del Gallego, Camsur, to enter into a MOA with the DSWD Field Office at PBN Magnolia Street, Burag, Legazpi City, represented by Regional Director Arnel Garcia, for DSWD Social Protection Mission and the LGU's role in ensuring inclusive development and commits to address the needs for the poor within the municipality. Findings: after careful perusal, committee finds that the subject Sangguniang resolution has been approved within the scope, powers conferred upon the Sangguniang Bayan of Del Gallego, Camsur, is in accordance with Section 17 and Section 444 of RA 7160, and approval of the same shall aim in social protection services in the eradication of poverty, malnutrition problems in the municipality of Del Gallego. The resolution is hereby declared valid and requires for its approval. I move for the approval of the said resolution, Madam Chair.
Is there any seconded the motion? Unanimously seconded. So the committee report is hereby adopted.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item number 2, resolution number 2017-066, resolution authorizing Honorable Ragadon of Canaman to enter into a MOA with the DSWD Field Office 5, Legazpi City, represented by Director Garcia, for the implementation of emergency shelter assistance. Findings: after careful perusal, committee finds the subject Sangguniang resolution has been approved within the scope conferred upon to the Sangguniang Bayan of Canaman and is in accordance with Section 17 and Section 44 of RA 7160. In approval of the same shall provide technical assistance, resource augmentation to the municipality, especially affected constituents brought by calamities. Committee recommendation: the resolution is hereby declared valid and recommends for its approval. I will put the approval of the said resolution, Madam
So
Chair.
is there any seconded the motion? Unanimously seconded. So committee report is hereby adopted.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Next.
Last item, Municipal Ordinance Number 2017-140, Ordinance establishing and regulating the operation of Binalabak Municipal Water Works Systems for the purpose of putting under its management the water system of Barangay Saligungon, which is for conversion to Level 3 and all other future water facilities to be established municipal-wide by the LGU Binalabak, funded out of both local and national funds. Careful perusal, committee finds that subjects of the ordinance has been adopted. Scope, powers conferred upon to the Sangguniang Bayan of Binalabak, Kamsur, is accordance to Section 17, Section 444, and approval of the same shall sustain long-term operation and maintenance of the water facility to the benefit of the constituent municipality of Binalabak. Recommendation, the ordinance is hereby declared valid and request for its approval. I move for the approval of the said ordinance, Madam Chair.
Any seconded the motion? So it has been moved and duly seconded by Honorable Oliva and Honorable Pacamara. So the committee report is hereby adopted.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Next.
The Committee on Land Use, Housing and Resettlement and Provincial Properties.
Mr. Chair, for consideration are two items. One is City Ordinance Number 2017-03 of the City of Iriga, entitled An Ordinance Authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable Madeleine Y. Alfilor, for and on behalf of the City of Iriga, to institute expropriation proceedings of parcels of land with an aggregate area of 66,764.26 square meters, all located in Santa Cruz Sur, Iriga City, and to acquire the same for use as site of the City Sports Complex, Information Communication Technology, ICT Building, and other development projects of Iriga City. Attached to that ordinance are the relevant documents, Madam Chair. Findings, the committee, after conducting hearing and careful scrutiny of the documents presented, noted that the Sangguniang Panlungsod of Iriga acted within the scope of the prescribed powers vested to it when it enacted a subject ordinance. The following conditions precedent required by law was undertaken by the city prior to its enactment to wit. Number one, passed resolution number 2017-140 entitled Resolution Authorizing Mayor Madeleine Y. Alfilor to negotiate with the property owners in the acquisition of lots intended for the construction of the City Sports Complex, Information Communication Technology, ICT Building, and other development projects of Iriga City. And number two, the valid and definite offer has been made to the lot owners, but the same was not accepted. The enactment, therefore, of the ordinance is in order and satisfactorily complied with the provisions of Section 19 of Republic Act 7160, otherwise known as the 1991 Local Government Code, and its implementing rules and regulations, particularly Rule 6, Article 36 thereof. The recommendation, Madam Chair, of the committee is in view of the foregoing, Madam Chair, the committee recommends to declare City Ordinance Number 2017-03 of the City of Iriga valid. Number two is Resolution Number 48, Series of 2017 of the Municipality of Del Gallego, Camarines Sur, entitled A Resolution Authorizing the Honorable Mayor Lydia B. Abarrientos in behalf of the Municipality of Del Gallego, Camarines Sur to enter into a Memorandum of Partnership Agreement with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DENR, Region 5, Legazpi City, represented by Regional Executive Director Crisanta Marlene Rodriguez, for the titling program of public alienable and disposable lands in the Municipality of Del Gallego, Camarines Sur, with the important attachments. The finding of the committee is that the Sangguniang Bayan of Del Gallego acted within the scope of the prescribed powers and authority vested to it by law, more specifically Section 3, subparagraph G and K of Republic Act 7160, otherwise known as the 1991 Local Government Code, when it passed Resolution Number 48, Series of 2017. The passage of the said resolution is also in accordance with DANR Administrative Order Number 2011-06, which prescribes the guidelines for the implementation of public land titling in partnership with local government units pursuant to Executive Order Number 192, Series of 1987, Commonwealth Act Number 141, Public Land Act, and Republic Act 10023, or the Residential Free Patent Law. In view of the foregoing, the committee recommends to declare Municipal Resolution Number 48, Series of 2017 of the Municipality of Del Gallego valid. For and on behalf of the committee, Madam Chair, I move for the adoption and approval of this committee report.
Any second? Committee report is hereby adopted. Unanimously seconded.
The inclusion
Next.
of Honorable Board Member Noble.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Manny Noble is hereby
The
recognized.
request of the Casareco 4 pertaining to the over and under recovery, considering that the explanation of the representative of Casareco 4, a very in order and valid, Mr. Chair. The recommendation, as per request by the two board members from the 4th District. So, being the chairman, so I move, Mr. Chairman, for the approval. This,
Any second?
subject for style, no? Any other, the draft of my committee report
Yes.
will be in order.
Okay, so
Then second, the other one, the Casareco 3, pending the recommendation of the posting and issuing of certification until further submitted or the document
all the
needed
documents.
as per
Request
request
as
by
per.
the committee.
Okay, so it has been moved and duly
Moved.
seconded. So the committee report tendered by Honorable Manny Noble is hereby adopted. Next.
Calendar of business. The inclusions of Honorable Board Member Helmaris Pacamara.
So the Honorable Pacamara is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have 3 items for approval, and members were given a copy a while ago. So I will no longer read the whereases of these 3 resolutions wherein we the members of this chamber will be giving an authority to our governor.
Proceed.
Okay. I'll just read the title, Madam Chair. Resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Miguel Luis R. Villaferte to enter into and sign a memorandum of agreement for and in behalf of the provincial government of Camarines Sur with the Department of Information and Communications Technology relative to the provisions of the electronic business permits and licensing system software. I move for its approval, Madam Chair.
So it has been unanimously seconded, so resolution is hereby approved.
Another
Next.
resolution, Madam Chair. Resolution authorizing Honorable Governor Miguel Luis R. Villaferte to negotiate and enter into a memorandum of agreement for and in behalf of the provincial government of Camarines Sur with Expedia Incorporated to facilitate the online booking of the provincial government's hotels facilities through the Expedia system. I move for its approval, Madam Chair.
Any second? So unanimously seconded, motion is approved. Next.
And lastly, Madam Chair, resolution authorizing Honorable Governor Miguel Luis R. Villaferte to negotiate and enter into a memorandum of agreement for and in behalf of the provincial government of Camarines Sur with Uniglobe Travelway Corporation relative to the holding of the outdoor challenge race at Camarines Sur Water Sports Complex. I move for its approval.
Any
Madam Chair.
second? Unanimously seconded, so motion is approved. Next.
Thank you.
Other matters, Your Honor.
Other matters? Under.
May I know, Madam Chair, if this session we conducted session yesterday, and that is a regular session. And pangduwa na ini. So next week is the celebration of Peña Francia Festival. So our session today para sa next week
Next
na.
Wednesday. So,
Si kasuhapon para sa ngunya na regular session. So we will be having our next regular session on the Wednesday after Wednesday next week. No rin yan? 20. So our next regular session will be on September 20.
okay, so our next regular session will be on September 20.
20.
The same time.
Same time, ta regular.
Next, adjournment. Any motion for adjournment?
Before moving for the adjournment, Mr. Chair, for and on behalf of the body, we would like to commend our temporary presiding officer for a job well done. Mayong maluyang kapitan talaga. No. So, thank you very much, Board Member Nelly, representing the Liga ng mga Barangay. Maurag talaga mga kapitan. May dagdag.
Considering that a very magayon bagay na mag-vice mayor kang bula. Garo nakaanap ng kuyan, garo solusyon. Garo magayon na. Applauded kong maray.
Thank you. So, I now declare that this regular session is hereby adjourned.
Kaya maurag talaga. Kaya na, sabi.